The avowed situation is just getting weird because no one's really arguing that the game is bad. They're just arguing that it's mid. Like this person did an Avow versus Skyrim attention to detail, and I think he did another one for Oblivion. Yeah, right here for Oblivion. I'm looking at the Skyrim one. Well, I might look at the Oblivion one. But we've entered this odd situation where people's tolerance for schlop has increased. It's like if you fill the pool with schlop, and if you play nothing but 2 and 3 out of 10s, like you'll play 5 out of 10 or hell even a 6 out of 10, and a six it's like okay it makes sense, but a 5 out of 10 you'll probably be like oh holy shit this game is actually better than I thought. And it's also the low expectations people have. Like people, it's like if you're a streamer, it's in your interest to play 2 and 3s and maybe even 4s. But it's like you play them for so long, and so many of them that you play Avowed, which again, in my opinion, just looks like a mid game. And people actually were like, "Oh wow, this game is better than I thought." When really it's just a whatever game. So let's give this a watch. Prop physics.
Chamber is what it
And things like this is revolutionary because they had to code every single, not every item you can smack off the table. Like you can't, I don't think you can smack the candles off, but they had to code, and even the attention to detail just by looking at it. They had to code every single pick upable item in the game to have some level of physics for you to manually pick it up and move. And this is for items like weapons, armor pieces, things you drop from your inventory. They had to code physics for not only the thing, but how you interact with the thing. And this is becoming a lost art in gaming. You know, this is autistic attention to detail. Does it add a lot to the game? No. But people will see this and be like, wow. And people will do things like this and compare this to other products that will come in the future.
Hey,
Better than all the keys shanties
And this was a game made in 2011 versus Avowed that is made in 2025, like we're 14 years in the future. You would think games would evolve since then, but I mean, it's almost like we've taken a step back. Ripples in water. Yeah, see, this is without mods, right? Because with mods, you could actually like add water physics to your character, add the physics, to the ship. Like this is just baseline Skyrim. Yeah, again, all these are going to be nitpicks, but it's just something that, again, a game made 14 years ago versus a game made the current year ago. It's astounding. And this is a company that this is probably made by a fraction of people with a fraction of the budget, in a fraction of the time and compared to this.
Looking to hire a boat?
Yeah, again, that's you can hunt and shoot the birds down, right? Like I didn't even know you could even shoot the birds in Skyrim. I thought they were just set pieces, but no, they're actual animals you can shoot down. And you seen the splash in the water, right? Like, okay, Skyrim isn't a perfect game, clearly, and people argue that Oblivion or Morrowind's better. Okay, whatever. I'm not really arguing that. I'm arguing that obviously a level of detail has been put into this game that, again, in the greater scheme of things, will achieve nothing, and people will argue, oh, who cares? Well, if you have the mindset of, oh, let's not add these stuff in because no one will care, I mean, it's not really the mindset of someone who makes games. Yeah, and again, I guess these are probably just inanimate objects in the game you can't really interact with at all. You know, just set pieces. There is no living fish in the waters of avowed, so I guess this is just something they decided, nah, we're just not going to add. Huge.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Yeah, like in Skyrim, every individual NPC has a cycle where, okay, at one time in the game they'll be doing one thing. Got Nazim's dumbass going to the Cloud District. This guy's chopping wood. And if you, like, they follow this time system in game. So if you go to this point, and even maybe some days they don't. And it was the same thing with Oblivion. Like, there'll be days on, like, you know, I guess their version of Saturday and Sunday when people won't go out or people will go to other places. But they had to code every single NPC, and this is just one town of Whiterun. They coded every single NPC in the game in every single city to have a cycle where they're working, then they're back home. Even NPCs that you'll just end up killing. Even the damn guards have a cycle. I'm pretty sure these people just stand here. Again, they're just props. Like, you don't interact with them. They're just there. Like, you don't even see them interacting. They're just waving their hands, you know, default standing animation.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Yeah, see, NPC schedules. Like, you will see, you know, at certain points of time, people will do things and then they'll move on. Yeah, then you see them all just run back. I'm pretty sure the same damn people were there from the beginning to the end. Let's watch that again. Yeah. Granted that they kind of change and swap out with different NPC models, but yeah, they're effectively the same, you know, character, just with different skins. Yeah, again, I feel like this is the one area that people actually put effort and time, but then they're like, nah, leave it. Just don't worry about it. It's like they realized how much it would actually cost and was like, nope, just don't worry about it.
Disturbs us.
Yeah, in Skyrim you can just go on a killing spree and just, well, some NPCs can't die unless you add mods, and then even the damn children can die. But yeah, you can. If Nazim's dumbass over here tells you, oh, of course you haven't gone to the Cloud District, you can quick save, turn into a werewolf, and send this motherfucker to the Cloud District. And you can just go on a killing spree. Like, yeah, you can just kill everybody. Why am I not surprised that in a current day game you can't just kill random people? Why I do this thing where, like, I'm doing my laundry and the fucking washer freaks the fuck out every once in a while. Whatever. We're soldiering on. Like, why am I not surprised that you just can't kill random NPCs in this game? Oh, it's almost like they didn't even put time and effort, or they didn't want to put time and effort in adding that system to the game. Even your damn horse was a shadow mare. Even the damn horse shadow mare will stick up for you, even when you go on a damn killing spree. He ain't no roach from The Witcher, but shadow mare is a homie. I think in one of my saves, my shadow mare died because I jumped off a big cliff. I didn't even know the damn horse could die because it heals so fucking fast. Like, I don't think there's an NPC in the game that can do the amount of damage to kill Shadow Mare until you jump off a fucking cliff and yeet him. This just looking like the damn chicken is running at 20 FPS. And why am I not surprised you can't just kill chickens in current day game?
Stop right there.
Yeah, and people actually react to you doing it. Like, it'd be different if it was just any animal in the wild in Skyrim, but if it's like chickens, cows, and them, they'll be like, hey, what the fuck, bro? And it adds a bounty. That's for the goat. I mean, they're fucking throwing hands at you for killing the goats. Why am I not surprised you can't kill the goats in current day game?
Stop right there. Ah, surprise.
One of the funniest things was just leading a giant into white run, having it smash the guard, and the guard will fly up in the fucking air. And it's like, well, I wanted to loot him, but then having it kill other people, then looting those people. That was one of the coolest things in this game that I did. Gee, I had no reason, just, I don't know. I played a sick fuck in the game. Yeah, see, yeah, right there. This guy's like, oh, wonderful day we're having. Even the damn old woman throwing hands. Again, all these are nitpicks, but then you get to situations like this where Skyrim set the standard, regardless of your opinion on Skyrim. It set the standard in RPG games, and open world RPGs, but then this game is just doing everything wrong. I mean, I guess the combat was fine, but to my knowledge, that's the only saving. The customization was alright, but that's the only saving grace of this game. The dragon sound is so fucking cool in Skyrim. That guy's literally just chilling. Yeah, I heard there was a way to just cheese most of the encounters by running out of the aggro range. Okay, to be fair, they could just be magic bullshit arrows. Like, whatever. That's my only defense to this, because every range weapon, even the damn gun, you can charge up with magic voodoo bullshit. Yeah, see, they're not even in the building as opposed to the other game. Like, there is no defense to this. This was just pure laziness. Granted, that's cool. Again, that would have been interesting to be able to ricochet arrows off enemies and off things and hit enemies. That would have been an interesting concept avowed could have played with. I mean, again, you're doing magic voodoo bullshit. But this is the only thing.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. Why, you little filcher? What do you think you're doing? Thief. You can't take that.
Committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Then pay with your blood.
Someone do something!
Those have gone to cry now.
Again, the NPCs just look like props. They don't actually look like interactable people.
If you're looking for a challenge, what?
You won't get away with that. Why, you little filcher. Please, someone do something.
I order the Jarl. Stop right there. Time to cleanse the Empire of its filth.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say Avowed doesn't have. I'd be surprised if Avowed have even pickpocketing as a mechanic. But yeah, this is also something that was added that, hey, people enjoy. Like, it was a play style, pickpocketing and being a thief.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, wasn't this game touted as like the Skyrim killer? As like, oh, the next big thing is going to replace Elder Scrolls and them. And then it came out and it's just this. Nice.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Brother, he's like, hey, hold on. You pickpocketed me, you committed a crime. Yeah, I was giving flack for saying that this game was just mid, right? You gave me flack for not going harder on the game than I should have. And again, I just said the only reason the game was on people's, like, in the microscope is because that Avowed dev opened his fucking mouth. Like, other than that, I mean, the game has decent combat, but everything else is just mid.
Victory is mine!
I order the Jarl.
Okay, so there's not even a mini game. It's just you press a button and it does a thing. Got it. Again, 14 years ago versus now. This presence.
I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Yep. I mean, I guess the weapon looks cool, but that's just about it.
The gods have been saying things about you. They told you what they say the Dark Brotherhood. Well,
It says you can, but I mean, you can't. You can't. Or can you? Okay, I'll drop inventory items on the ground. Yeah, and again, they cost a weight, but I'm assuming you can only, like, sell them, but again, I think they just did not code in the physical items, so they're like, yeah. You just die. You just die before you hit the water. Dies of a heart attack. I can't get over that. He smacked the ground. However, in this spot it works fine. Yeah, again, I think that's just the one area that they're like, yeah, you're supposed to do it here. Or maybe there's a height difference. Yeah, hey. Again, not a perfect game, but look, the bugs in these older Bethesda games are for funny.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
Who's laughing now?
But yeah, again, a game made 14 years ago has more attention to detail. Oh gosh, have more attention to detail than a game made current year. I mean, I should be surprised, but I'm not. Never mind, that Skyrim, you can slow down time with a shout and then catch an arrow in like midair that enemies just shot at you because it's still a pick-upable object. I did not know that, but that's kind of hype. Well, you can't. I knew you could slow down time because that was a good cheese. John at least attempt to give you delusional living, breathing world, whereas everything I've seen avowed makes me think of wandering through a theme park. Turn the wrong corner and you'll quickly realize it's all a facade. This really made me appreciate Skyrim much more. Yeah, again, the Skyrim Appreciation Squad, even though all Bethesda knows how to do is re-release Skyrim, then re-release Skyrim, then they'll re-release Skyrim again. I think we're on like the 15th re-release. So prime yourself for 15 more. My favorite little detail on Skyrim is the fact that there are two types of salmon on the world. One is slowly swimming in a stream, and the other is leaping upstream on the little waterfall between Riverwood and Whiterun. Yep. The fucking rooster moves at 5 FPS and avowed is pure comedy. Yeah, that's what I said. He's struggling to move. You know, even those butterflies and other critters in Skyrim is more likely than avowed NPCs. Amen. The NPC and avowed are just decorations. In Skyrim, using the flame spell on water causes steam to rise. People used to complain that Skyrim was a shallow game, as wide as an ocean and narrow. Was as a shallow game, as wide as an ocean, and now we're using Skyrim as a reference for games that are even more shallow and lacking depth. Yeah, I mean that's the point where we're at. Like games that a lot of people liked Skyrim when it came out. It's just after the magic wore off, people were like, "Oh, okay, this game is kind of whatever." But compared to the shit we have now, I'd say Skyrim is still the benchmark for good games. I'm 99% sure that the arrows in Avowed don't fall because they hit an invisible wall in the sky and the arrows get stuck to it like any wall in the game. I think the arrows just go on forever, right? Do Daggerfall versus Avowed next really rub the salt in the wound. 2025 games, and yet somehow feels more outdated than most games released in the late 2000s. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Damn, more people watch this than played Avowed. Yes, sir. Fuck. But anyway, it's like we're going to get more cases of these where AAA multi-million-dollar games are now given, a side-by-side by games made 15, 20 years in the past, and it just accurately represent the issue with games. And I wouldn't say this is an issue. These are all nitpicks. But there's a greater issue going on where games are now being mass produced and treated like just any other mass producible product instead of like art, which they can say what you want about Skyrim. It was treated like art and it set the standard 14 fucking years ago. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about this. Peace.